Welcome back to another glorious Axis co-casting where I show you the underpowered builds and how I can control the map and control the co-forms with the variable cringe, yeah? Alright, let me get started real quick. A lot on my plate to start this intro off. First of all, I'd like to thank Sleepy Gary for allowing me to borrow his profile so I can do these videos and keep my main account private. Next up, big thanks to all the positive comments that I had on the last video, welcoming me back and saying, hey, missed you. Hey guys, I really appreciate it. Means a lot. Third up, whoever shared my video to the co-forms, hey man, it helps out a lot to get views on this channel, and it means a lot as well. Just to give my channel traction because I am a small channel. And lastly, if you like these videos, I do comedy sketches where I do the German accent and a bunch of other accents. So just, if you have a chance, give it a look-see and try it out. They're very popular on TikTok. I usually get 50,000 views with the Shrek skits or the Blimp skits. I do a German voice. I mean, there's one where I do like 8 different voices. But enough of that. Let's focus on these units real quick. First of all, let's go ahead and, for this build, pump out a Kettenkrad right away. Go ahead and get the faster capping territory speed. Next up, you immediately want to go ahead and pump out a Coastal Reserve Squad because they take about 40 seconds to get a new one to the field. And what are we going to do? We're going to rush the fuel point. We're going to forget everything else, right? Because this is what I'm seeing in the meta right now for Company of Heroes is rush the fuel, get a light vehicle out, right? That's for all factions, unfortunately. So this is the meta. Rush the fuel, get the cap, put the sandbags down, guaranteed cover. The reason why you want sandbags down, coastal reserves get bonuses, faster fire rate from sandbags. This is the key in this game.
Infantry are in reserve.
So here's the first engagement of the game. Boom. Coastal Reserves versus Pathfinders. The reason why I'm not stressing is because I am in heavy cover and I have a high ground advantage. That means that his units in the low ground do not receive any cover whatsoever. Here's the Rifleman squad. They're going to push me back no matter what. What are we going to do? We're going to make a retreat to our sandbag that we pre-built, chill out behind it, and get the cover bonus advantage and increase fire rate and link up with an additional squad. Now, at the same time, you're wondering, why is my kitten not moving? It's not because I'm, not microing hard enough. There's a rifleman I'm suspecting in the background or a pathfinder that could spot my vehicle and cause unnecessary damage, and we don't want that. The more damage happens, the less capping speed I have, the more time to repair it takes. So, what happened? Boom, there's the rifleman I was talking about. So let's go ahead and refocus. Okay, now what are we going to do next? I'm going to take that kitten and move for his cutoff point. So even though the rifleman's going to decap me, he's not going to get any of the resources on this side of the map because this is all decap. So here's my third Coastal Reserve squad. We're going to go ahead and take the 2 healthy squads and press the rifleman at close point-blank range. Doesn't matter because I'll get the cover bonus, and on top of that, he'll lose no matter what. We need to force him off this point. Here's his other rifleman squad. So what does he have? 3 riflemen to my 3 coastal reserves and 1 pathfinder to my engineer. And then I have a capping vehicle. You would think it's balanced. No, not really, because I don't have to make a building to come out with these units. And on top of that, I'll get a 4th squad because I don't have to make a infantry company. He had to tech up and make that. Now, if you're wondering, what are my units doing? It is not because I have a mental deficiency, folks. I told them to attack. The game was like, oh, you want to take the manpower point? I go, no, I want you to kill the rifleman in heavy cover and keep the advantage. The game's like, oh, okay, so you want me to take the points, and I'm like, please, like, we're 8 months into this game. Come on, Relic. Guys, work on this bullshit. So, boom, we fixed the mental retardation, and we're back into the fight, killing the riflemen like we should be. Took unnecessary damage, unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. So, what's next on the chopping block right now? Riflemen are decapping me on the field. Doesn't matter because I have their cutoff. And we are going to we have to make the infantry company, and then we're going to rush Luftwaffe company to get a verbal wind out. This is the meta right now. Whoever gets the light vehicle out first wins. And that is a piss poor meta. And you're going, well, why doesn't he make an AT gun? How the fuck is he supposed to know what I'm going to make? Like, really? It's not fair. You're forcing players to assume what I'm building in order to survive. That's not fair. So what if I don't make a Whirlwind? Then he made an AT gun that is worthless and is sitting in base. So another thing is I saw... Oh, don't forget, with this build, put mines down everywhere. Just put mines down everywhere. So... Another thing I saw in my last video, somebody went, what was the player's rank? I said that we were both low ranks at the beginning because I'm just getting back into the game. So, of course, the guy goes, if you were a top-level player, this would never work. That build that I did in the last video worked against 1,700 ELO players when this game first came out. So this is my problem. I was 1700 elo with allies at Axis, all factions, when this game came out. I took a break because I enjoy having a life, and this game was taking too much of my time. And I made videos proving that their imbalance is terrible. Now, there's a reason why there's a higher player count in Co 2. You know, there are balancing problems in Co 2, absolutely, because the fucking tournament level players took over and they wrote their fucking fan fiction. But Co 3 is blatantly unbalanced. Like, you can't make it up. So what am I doing? I'm backing off the point, and now I'm going to stay in the heavy cover to get the high ground advantage. And he's trying to get the decap back. So I'm a 1700 level player. The guy finally shut up about it. He was going on about how, you know, you're only smashing low level players. And it's like, I took the time, I grinded, and now I'm in 1200, top 200, I'm playing against top 200 level players right now. So... Oh, by the way, before I forget, that rifleman that was behind that cover, it's dead because it hit my mine. Because my infantry can put mines down, his rifleman can't. But, yeah, he was trying to discredit me, and it's like, buddy, you're talking to a top 15 level player. Please stop. I beat top 1 level players in this game. Again, if you need further proof, beat Dexon in a 1v1. Dexon sniffs this game's fucking farts in order to win. Me, I go outside, I go to the gym, and I have a good day, and I go, man, I just want to play some Co and relax. Because I've seen Dexon as a person, he is a very toxic individual, so he can fucking eat my dick. The fact that he lost to me, a co-pleb, an average guy who has a social life, oh man, that's gotta hurt, buddy. Imagine losing to somebody that has not as many hours as you. Crazy, right? But enough shit talking. So what's the plan right now? I'm putting mines everywhere. I'm decapping all the territories. I'm rushing Whirlwind. It's building right now. And we're just gonna hold. I mean, you're seeing the engagements right now. Look at my map control. Let's go ahead and hit the pause button real quick. Fog of War off. I mean, you really don't need to see. You know what's up, but let's confirm it. Let's confirm it for the Axis Wehrmacht mains. Why am I winning? Decaps everywhere. Free camera off. Boom. What am I doing? Mine. So every time he comes into my territory, he's going to get a mouthful of my delicious mines, yeah? Because this territory is mine, yeah? See, look at the glorious Axis. You know, look at that. I have all this territory control. And I hold the houses. And I've already rushed to tier 3 and getting my sexy Vobavent on Tuesday Field. Now, if you're going, how can he counter this? He can't. It's impossible. Relic designed is that way. Yeah, and that's why the final solution will always be the truth and not fan fiction, right? So, let's get back to it. Turn this off. Reveal map off. Boom. Now, here's the problem when you drop American 30 cal. It won't do anything. I understand why my opponent did it. Again, we're about the same rank, top 200 bracket. But here's the problem. The American 30 cal does not do enough damage. It's worthless. He should have went bazooka or AT at this point. And how is he supposed to know I'm rushing Whirlwind? He can't. We're both not cheating. So that's another problem too. Top level players have been known to cheat. So if you guys feel like you get smashed very easily, don't worry. A lot of those dudes run fucking cheats on other people's profiles. So don't feel bad. This game is barely fair anymore. They'll cheat and watch how other players play or just get the Fog of War hacks for low level games. Gotta love it. So here's my Whirlwind, right? Like fucking the Jaws movie. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. I go, Hans, we must mow down the captain. Yeah, meine Kommandant. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna wipe that captain off the field, remove infantry, right? Because people bitch about the captain. Wow, it's dead now. Super squishy. But people complain about the captain, right? His riflemen are going to throw a snare. Does it matter? No, because 1, I'm full health. 2, it won't engine crit me. And 3, who gives a fuck? Oh, also in the last match, before I forget, somebody was crying about how I only lost to Kenton and won 8 rad in the entire match. He was like, you made a shit ton of mistakes. Right. Only lost 2 units the entire game, though. What happened? Did you hear that? That's my mine detonating. Again, guys, stop dropping your units in front of me, right? What did he do? He just told me that he made airborns and he's going to put Zooks on them. I'm 99.9% sure, right? Because I've had more time to play. So what happened? His unit entered the field, immediately retreats. It did nothing. So what's the plan right now? We're putting more mines down. Boom, mine right there. 3 model units, don't care. I want more mines in the field. Mines win games. Because if I drop 2 or 3 models, his rifleman squad just lost 1 or 2/6 of its firepower. And that's huge. Kentenkrad's A-OK. He's moving a snare. I'm going to bounce off. And what have we done again? We have decapped the territory, maintained the map control, and the glorious Axis Reich will reign supreme, yeah? And look at that map control. So what am I going to do? I'm going to flex my fucking nuts and make a second verbal wind, because I want to mow down this infantry. So even if he makes an AT gun, and with the Zooks, I'm going to win no matter what. And people are going, well, why did he make an AT gun? With what fucking manpower? And what is he going to support it with? You think that 30 cal is going to stop me if I zerg my fucking squads and space them apart? Do you think those airborne Zooks are going to stop me? They're not.
Pioneers,
Oh, there's my mine, by the way. Boop. Gotta love it. So, yeah, here's the thing. Again, to that guy who was criticizing me. Top 15 player in the world. And I was doing that with the social life. And you're going to tell me how to play this game? Shut the fuck up and sit down. I'm just going to, let's get that out of the air. So if you're wondering, hey, why are my units staying right there and not killing that MG and getting into the house? I was worried about a potential rifleman flank or an AT gun coming down the main road to attack my Warble So that's why they're going to chill out right there. And you're going to see in a second that I was correct and a rifleman is coming down the main road. It's giving me vision on my flank. Okay. And there it is, mine detonation. So I took 1/6 of its firepower away. I'll win that engagement no matter what. Riflemen are going to instantly retreat, so boom.
Victory point is under
So what
enemy
is he
control.
doing? He's going to sit there and take it. He's trying to get the VP and stop the bleed, because look at that, 500 to 237. We're the same rank. Top 200 bracket. How can he fight me? He can't.
The enemy has cut us off. We have
And I know for a
territory
fact he's
out of
hurting.
supply.
So I'm waiting for a Chaffee or an AT gun. He paradrops. I'm like, yep, that's a fucking AT gun. There's no way. So those units I had covering my flank, they're going to go ahead and press in and get the decap and continue this push. I'm trying to mow down the airbornes. I'm not going to get it. I have 2 engineers repairing my tank instantly on standby. AT gun unsupported. Here's the problem, right? How can he stop me? How can he stop me? There's the rifleman trying to support the AT gun. He can't. This is why. This is what I'm talking about. Even if he does make an AT gun to counter me, he can't touch me. He can't touch me.
Sector now under
There's the
enemy
snare.
control.
Does it matter? Nope. I'm moving to steal the AT gun now. I'm going to put more mines down. There's the mine going down. So now my head's fully focused on this match. It's over. It's over. We're the same rank. 51 kills to 15. So that other guy who's going to be like, well, you didn't even play that good. Okay. Whatever. Okay, nerd. So to my opponent, nothing negative to you, man. Good game against you. I have nothing bad to say about you. You know, good fight. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, but we need to start showing people that this is how you fucking win. You can just cheese. You know what I was doing during this match? I had my headphones off and I was listening to music. So I didn't get any audio cues whatsoever. That's how easy it is. Well, let's compare something else, by the way. These coastal reserves that only cost 240 manpower, that are good in cover, that are better than Ostrupen. Actually, let's check the kills. 34 kills. These were my backbone, right? Other than the verbal ones that made 16. So these guys did more damage than the verbal ones. Okay, compare that to the rifleman, where he made 4 squads to counter my 4. 9 kills, 1,200 damage. Versus 34 kills, 3,958 damage. And he reinforced it 27 times. I reinforced it 13 times. This is what I'm talking about. Brick for brick, my units are better in every single fucking way. His captain, that people cry about, only did 52 damage and died. His scout squad, that people cry about, only did 2 kills and 382 damage. There's the 30 cal that everybody screams about. 4 kills, 227 damage. And the AT gun, it didn't even get a chance. It just died. So this is what I'm talking about, people, is allies are struggling to get into this game. Now, there is allied cheese. There's the double Jeep cheese that I ran into that I beat one time and I lost against one time. It is a very hard struggle to win against. But with coastal reserves, I can just put mines down and kill his Jeep instantly. And for somebody who says, you're just hating on this game, I like this game.